Hello everyone, I am the HalfWit Brit and this is Manor Lords, and we've just turned into January, but the snow is still very heavy on the ground here in Rayston. And what is our plan today, you may ask? Well, we need to get a manor over here, which will allow us to get another retinue. This is our most recent region that we have gained. The Baron has 2 left, and we need to take one of those today. I say today in this episode, not today in the game, because it's probably going to be a fair few months. I'm not really going to focus much on the other areas, so most of this, unless something interesting happens, will be based on just getting this town up to speed. We're not that far away from it, to be fair, so it shouldn't take too long, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I don't know what's going to happen. We beat him every time so far, but I'm guessing he's going to get a little bit more difficult as we kind of progress, and he's only got 2 regions left, so hopefully he doesn't throw everything and the kitchen sink at us. So just a couple of things that I've tweaked since the last episode. The storehouse and the granary. I was about to say the granary is complete, but it's not. So I've not gone too far ahead, but I have put a couple of burgage. A couple is 2, a few is 3, so there is 3 burgage plots in here, and they are going to have orchards because we unlocked that in the last episode. Just as I started recording, I got another point, so I stuck it into rye. I know, this is one of those that people say you don't need. I'm just doing it because we can. It's as simple as that. There's certain ones in here that make no sense. I don't plan to trade over here. The next one will probably be sheep breeding, possibly heavy plough, depending on how crazy we go with the fields. Sheep breeding I definitely like because that will give us another source of clothing, and I don't want to trade too much. I want to try and keep this region a little bit separate from the others if possible, and treat it as if we were just starting off a fresh game, because I think that'll just add a little bit more of a challenge to it. So it appears that we are still able to hunt some of the deer, as we could just see there. Peter is he's now crafting. Oh, I've never actually watched that before. He's actually gutting the animal. Lovely. But they may have migrated, but they've not gone that far. Let's say they've not gone off the map too far yet. So we'll leave that be for the moment. We do have a tannery, don't we? There it is. There is someone in there. They are producing leather, because that's the only source of clothing we currently have over here. Hence me mentioning the sheep. We have quite a lot of leather, actually. Clothing is a problem, but that's more of a stall at the moment. That's kind of that sort of issue. So if I put one in here, hopefully it just doesn't build another firewood thing, because tends to be, there we go, clothing stall, perfect. That might be enough just to cheer them up a little bit more. We also need to consider the upgrade to the wooden church, which needs tiles. Now, based on the fact that I don't want to trade with other areas, we do have a rich deposit here, so that is quite useful. I was going to put like several on here, but I find that like one appears to be enough. You do generate quite a bit. In fact, let's just have a quick, I always lose my bearings, yield jam jar. Here we are. So I have the one, there's 2 in here, and then when I look in my storehouse, I have quite a bit of clay and a hell of a lot of roof tiles. Way too many. So it's not a huge problem. One thing I do want to do over here at some point is just get myself the additional horse. Can we afford it? Oh, we can. There we go. We'll do that because they only have the 1 horse in here, and it just keeps things ticking along. We'll do that. No. Oh, wait a minute. Did that assign automatically? Maybe I had already done that. Oh, no. No, I haven't. How much space do we have? None. Okay. Well, while we're here, we will just stick in a quick kitchen post, and I'll put it near here. It makes a little bit of sense to me. But most things that I'm going to do today, if like harvest season and things like that, I'm going to do those things and say berry season is the other thing. But say unless something really interesting or dramatic happens, I'm not going to show you that. So those things will still be going in the background, but this should be our home for the episode, and hopefully the region next door will be our home by the end of it. Okay, so if we have the mining pit, there's a couple of things we're going to need with that. One is obviously fuel. Now we don't have the point for charcoal, and that's going to be a little bit of a distance away yet. So we need both of these. Sheep breeding I'm probably going to go for first, just for that additional clothing type. Well, I say additional, it could be, it gives you the option of several, doesn't it really, when you consider what you can do with it. Oh no, I'm thinking of flax. Wait a minute. That gives you, oh, what's it called? I want to say cotton, but it's not cotton. What is it called? Actually, I don't even know why I'm going there. Yeah, yarn. There we go. So this is a clothing type. So actually thinking about it, we have flax, don't we? Some of these fields here are flax. Yeah, okay. So maybe we don't need the sheep as soon as I thought. So, ooh, that's going to be a tough call. I think heavy plough makes a little bit more sense. But charcoal we'll probably go for first. I say that. What do we need for that? Actually, it's not too far away. We can get that pretty quickly. Okay, so we'll come back to that. We don't need it right now. What we do need is a clay furnace. So if we've got the mine here, I might put some burgage plots on here as well. If you can see the contour lines here, it's quite a steep place. So I might get some houses just kind of backing onto this. Now, if I was playing City Skylines, for example, I probably wouldn't build houses on it. In fact, if I was going to, I would probably put a road here and build them with their backyards going uphill, potentially. In fact, we could do that, couldn't we? Let's just go for that. There we are. That will work nicely. We'll probably want a storehouse over here as well. Not right now. It's not like, desperate. But a clay furnace, I want it to be somewhere reasonable. So we have storage, we have firewood, we have clay. So I think somewhere here maybe. I don't plan to put much in this area, but we'll get that in place. We have 2 spare people currently. How are we doing for timber's not doing too bad. We just need these things built. What we are probably missing is spare ox. So we've only got 1 ox currently doing the building because 1 is attached to the logging camp, which in fact we're not using. So I'm assuming if I unassign that, they should now start using it. We could upgrade this, set as a high priority, and then get ourselves another ox. We will need at some point more hitching posts, obviously. So just thinking about the manor, we actually have exactly what we need to build it right now. So 15 stone, I'm looking at that specifically. Yes. Is that enough to upgrade the church? No. We'll be slightly short. Is there any stone in this area? We have a small amount. I could put a trade post in to get that, but like I say, I want to try and be self-sufficient for the most part. So as it stands, I think we'll build this and then we can think about getting the stone for the church. Is there anywhere really that makes sense? I like the idea of having it near the border, just in case we get any bloody bandits. They're a pain. It will happen, but maybe got this King's Road here going to nowhere. In fact, it'll be going to somewhere here later on, won't it? Yes, there it is. And then we've got this nice little stream, so maybe we will build it out in this area here. I might even potentially put the wall up on this one, because that's not something I've done yet. We need the garrison tower. Hopefully we have what it takes to do that. It appears so. And we'll just shoot a road across here. I like the idea of 1 being there. It makes a bit of sense. There we go. It's not high priority. I'll leave that on... No, we'll leave that on medium. Your jar hitching post. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, how is clothing? Yeah, that's a tiny problem. Let's have a nosy at the houses. So are these level 2? Yeah, so they want that second type of clothing, which isn't going to happen until we have flax. So that means we need a weaver. Is that right? A weaver's workshop. There we go. I'm finally getting used to the names. What do we have here? A little bit of iron by the looks of it. Now, do I put this here, or do I kind of have that over here? I'm just thinking burgage plots in here. So we have what's this, a kiln? Just thinking, is when you get the higher level houses, you could have a baker and things over here. So does it make sense to... Maybe we'll put it somewhere like that. The only thing is there's no road kind of going around that yet, is there? Let's tighten that road up a little bit if we can. Like so. In fact, we'll hook it up. There we go. And we'll do the same thing again. Yep, perfect. Come on. That one's not quite as tight in as the other one, but it'll do nicely. I don't know what other buildings we could have in here. I know, obviously, upgraded burgage plots for the artisans could be a thing. Malt house? Yeah, That makes a little bit of sense. Smithy we wouldn't be using. Dyer's workshop. How do we do for berries here? I think it's just a normal deposit. Yeah. And what does this do? Doubles capacity of all berry. We do have that, and then there's nothing here. Yeah, they don't do anything. Yeah, so as it stands, maybe dyeing clothes wouldn't be a good idea. What on earth is going on with my mouse? There we are. Perfect. Okay, let's get these things in place, and I'll be right back. Okay, most of the buildings are in place. These three I was going to do for orchards, but I was just having a think, and I've just clicked the completely wrong button. It's fine anyway, not a problem. I don't want all three of them being orchards, so we'll have one as vegetables. I was going to do the middle one and have trees either side, but hey ho, my fat fingers just kind of got in the way there. So they are done. These are obviously in place and ready. The mining pit is also here. We can afford to have someone in there, so we'll start building up on that now, I think. We're also done some upgrades here as well. We're building the additional little home on each of these plots, which will be very, very useful come the time of harvest. So we have 2 fields of barley here, which is good. We've got 2 of flax, and we're going to have some wheat as well. So that works out quite nicely. We've also got the upgraded stable as well, which should, yeah, we have a spare space. So we could buy another ox at some point. So that just leaves this. So we're going to chuck that onto the highest now. There's still quite a lot of resources that need to be dragged over here, which is why I mentioned, have you got a, you're going to flatten the ground, that's fine. But yeah, that's why I mentioned the ox. So, do you know what, we could actually hook a road through to there. How much do the ox cost? They cost 20. We don't have enough as it stands, but if we put in another hitching post. Wait a minute, do we store logs? We do. Planks. What about timber? Does timber not actually get stored in these? I'm not even sure if it does or not. I don't think so. In fact, we can go and check that out in a second. But I'm going to put a hitching post here. Yeah, I've just had a look at one of the other storehouses. It looks like planks and firewood get stored there, but timber just seems to stay on site. Which, interesting, but it's not. I suppose the end of the world, it can hold a fair amount. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that too much. So we just got to bear in mind that the berry deposits will start to grow soon. I think it's next month, so we're in March. I think it's April. So we just remember to reassign as soon as we hear that church bell. Sometimes I don't hear it, so I don't know if it's just me. Let's go for a maybe slightly more annoying noise. Go for that one. It might, just because I'm not used to hearing it, it might stand out a little bit more. We also need the stone. How much is there in there? 120. It's not a lot. But I suppose we can take it. Is that going to be under here? Stonecutters camp. We don't have enough logs. Ooh, I've burnt through everything. Well, I guess that makes sense. There's nobody in here currently. So we'll chuck a few people in here. I can't remember where. Oh, we don't have an ox either, but that's fine. Yeah, I like the idea of this sort of area being enshrouded by trees, so I don't really want to be chopping those. I'm just wondering maybe over behind the manor. I almost called it a fort, but it's not a fort, is it? We have a forester's hut. We do. There's 2 people in there. I think, if memory serves, yeah, I just asked them to plant out in a circle. We will probably put another one of those in at some point. So this is done, but nobody's living here, so we're not getting that. Food-wise, we're fine. Fuel is also fine. There's quite a lot of carts coming around. What I'd like to see, actually, thinking about it, is maybe a cart maker. Because these just appear out of nowhere. In fact, they are from this town, I'm guessing. Well, I can't get anything off there. It's not telling me anything, so maybe, maybe not. But it'd be, yeah, I think it makes sense to have a cart maker. Well, there we go. We are still in March and the berries are growing, so it doesn't seem to happen at the beginning of a month. It just suddenly happens. So I'm going to see if I can find some people to put in here, because we can do 2 straight away, but then that's going to have an issue with our construction. Not that that's a huge issue, but obviously we need this done today. So where can I pinch some people? Logging camp. We probably don't need anybody in the tannery either. So there we go. That's 2, but we just need 1 more. I think I put someone in a clay furnace. We can take them out momentarily because the berries are more important, but that also means that I need to do this for every other region as well. These fields are coming along quite nicely, so we get a good amount, especially for this sort of size of community, and it's good that, in fact, we only planted one field here, it seems, but that's fine for the moment. We obviously don't have the plough, so that's something we've got to bear in mind. So we need one more level 2, and that will then take away a level 1, so we need 2 level 2s. Now, I'm guessing the little houses do count. I could be wrong, but yeah, we won't be a million miles away from that. And I don't think we've made any tiles. Wow, we've got absolutely nothing for this now. And that will be because the stone has probably been taken over there. Well, we have 30, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's just not been taken across yet. Oh, I've just got myself an achievement. 100% approval in a region. I don't think I've ever watched them carrying stone before. My goodness. It's absolute insanity. Imagine how bad her back must be after that. So, and the weird thing is they do have carts. So I think if we go over to the storehouse, they tend to have carts here. I'm sure they do. Transporting planks. So the warehouse worker has a cart, yet people are carrying like boulders essentially on their back. That is just absolute madness. Wow. Okay. Yeah, poor woman. In fact, I mean, I know there's men doing it as well. Or is it mostly women? There's another woman. Transporting stone. Okay, so there's a couple of men doing it as well, but it's mostly the ladies. My, that's not good at all. Well, hopefully, amongst this storm, we don't get a lightning strike. Imagine if it hit this building right now. That would be absolutely annoying. And I'm assuming you don't get the resources back. But we're not too far off now, as you can see, just a few more stone. And they've already started building it as well, which is quite clear. Why I said that, I don't know, but at least we're somewhat of the way through. I can't even use my words. In fact, we're almost done if you believe that exactly there. And there we go. New retinue assembled, which means we have the manor over here. Do you know what? I'm not even going to bother taxing these people. They're going to have a lovely life of 0 taxes. As that pops up there. Lovely. And that also means we're in June, so we're going to get close to the time where the berries start to subside. How are the fields doing over here? Well, this one's almost done, to be fair. Did I not plant any flax? Maybe they didn't get around to it. Ooh, that's interesting. I thought I was going to have flax this year. Well, I've absolutely diddled myself there, haven't I? So that means we didn't need the weavers just yet. It's also going to mean that people are unhappy. And, well, that was really good timing. As I clicked that, we got a development point. Now, I suppose I have options here. We can't afford sheep. But then I'm thinking about the charcoal, but oh, the heavy plough. Right, what's the next thing that we need? Level 3 burgage plots. Right, that one's going to be difficult because we will need the other type of clothing, won't we? Which sheep would give us another type. But it allows to use a fallow field as a pasture, which rapidly restores lost fertility. I've never tried that. I don't even know if it works. It may be broken. I think the heavy plough may make sense. Although clothing. Okay, we'll go for the sheep. The only downside to that at the moment is we probably can't afford any sheep. I don't know how expensive they are. We'll build a sheep farm over here somewhere. In fact, I might actually... Is this iron? It is. I'm not going to use the iron, so maybe we'll put that literally across the road here from the normal farmhouse. And we could build a pasture within this area. But as it stands... Actually, I can't do that. We don't have fence up, do we? Is that what it's called? Is it called that? Yeah, fence up. So we will need a field for the sheep as well. So let's do that while I think about it. Pasture. I'm going to make a ridiculous size pasture. It doesn't need to be this big. But I just am. There we go. I suppose if there's also water available here, we could put a well. It's like I knew. I know, yeah, we have got one there. So I could have one here or here, but I'm probably inclined to get a hitching post here. So we will do so. In fact, do we have one? Oh, we do. Ah, in fact, we'll upgrade that hitching post then. You don't need a hitching post for the sheep farm, but what we do need is a trader that will allow us to get sheep. And we'll put that on the King's Road, I guess. We got a road coming through here. I guess that goes off the map, so probably makes the most sense. I might just nestle it there between the trees. Yeah, as it stands, we've not really got the money for it anyway. How are we can upgrade the church, so there we go, we'll do that. So we had enough stone, we'll put that on the highest now, and then the retinue, I think we have here. So I've got enough money, definitely, to fill this up and upgrade them, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Right, that is all of them bought and upgraded. I don't understand why he has blood all over himself, because he's he's not done any fighting for us yet. It doesn't appear that you can change the outfit to anything else. Can it change the colour? It doesn't look like, does it? That's weird. Maybe that's a bug. I don't mind there being blood on it. I mean, it adds a little bit of character, right? But it's a little bit strange. But anyway, that is done. We now have that retinue, so we can technically go to war whenever we want. However, it's not a good time of the year. We will have harvest soon, so I mean, and it's not just this region. Obviously the Black Forest has got to do their field, so I don't want to pull out their guys straight away. That would just not make any sense at all. So obviously, to upgrade to the next settlement level of large village, we need some level 3 burgage plots. So what are we missing to get to that point? Well, tavern supply, well, that's not an issue. We'll be able to do that shortly, but it is the clothing that is letting us down. And I'm slightly annoyed that I didn't get the flax done, because that's part of the problem now. So sheep, it's just a case of whether or not we can afford them. Potentially it may happen, but at the moment we're not obviously making a lot of money. We can start upgrading some of these burgage plots, which is what I'm going to be doing as and when I have the resources to do so, but I don't want to go nuts because I'm trying to build a few things here at the same time. I just thought I'd come down to this level and observe the final roof tiles of our church going in. I say that the guy carrying them seems to be walking past. The building is here. Are you off? Okay, fair enough. Maybe there's some ladders around the back that I'm not aware of. What a beautiful building, especially like the summertime when you got the sun coming through the trees. What's that going to be like on the new Unreal Engine? Is it going to look any better? I don't know. I mean, can it look any better? This is such a stunning game, isn't it? Really, really appreciate the attention to detail. And there we go. The church is in place. That should cheer these people up a little bit more, because they've now got that. So they're just wanting, oh, a third type of food. So what we have currently: meat, eggs, berries. Okay, so they do have 3, unless, and there was some bread as well, but obviously that's probably gone. So we don't have enough eggs, so that makes sense. And meat, well, that's kind of one of those things at the moment with the way the hunting goes. In fact, we'll chuck another family in there and to see how they get on. What else have we got up and running? So the weaver's workshop we can't really use. The clay furnace, we are in the process of making tiles. We have 2 level 2 buildings here at level 1, so that needs doing. We'll also expand the living space here as well. Can we make you a level 2? No, you're just not ready for that yet. That's fine, no problem. Any of these fields ready? This one is. I might actually do a early harvest on that one. Now, we don't have a windmill. That's something to think about, isn't it? So let me get a windmill. Which one is it? I'm sure it's under this one. Field. There it is, because I'm looking, I don't know why, I was looking for a picture of a windmill and it's, you know, the biggest thing on there. We don't have enough wood. Well, that's just useful. Logging camp. There is someone working there. We'll put an extra person in. That's fine. But currently no one in the farmhouse, so that's not going to work. We'll put that one family in. What else do we have? Don't know if we need that stone kind of right now. In fact, can we have a look? What are you currently doing? You're a hunter and a woodcutter. Yeah, well, that's not good enough for us, so let's do that, and the same. Assign you 2 to there. What about you guys? A tile maker and a warehouse worker. Eesh. Not good, is it? And I'm going to have to spend a bit of time moving some of these around. Foragers. Yeah, an absolute mile away. Now I've moved those. Okay, yeah, so I did take some from the logging camp. That's fine. Hunting camp. Woodcutter's Lodge. Okay. And how are we doing for berries? That is still working for us. Awesome. Sheep farms under construction. So is the well. Explains, to be fair, why I can't build the windmill. I have got a lot going on at the moment. Well, there we go. The Black Forest. He's decided to attack us at the most annoying of times as well. Oh, we have rye, don't we? I forgot about that completely. I'll put that in there while I think about it. Well, I guess it was, you know, it was bound to happen. He always stakes a claim on this one as well, which is, yes, most annoying. Right, before I click the stake the claim button, now the problem here is we're probably going to lose quite a few people from the farming now. Okay, right, let me get this all together. So you can't shift click, can you? Oh, you can. If you hold your finger down, let's get all those. Can you rally them that way or not?
Yes, sire.
No, of course not. Okay, that'd have been too easy. Okay, I have set off all my troops so they will start to move to the Black Forest. So I was sort of wondering, can I can actually claim one of his regions at the same time. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm assuming he's only got the one army and I could leave one of my retinue behind just to sit in there, possibly. I'm guessing you can. But what I'd like to try is the moment that we beat him, if we're not completely and utterly destroyed ourselves, the question is, could we attack straight away? I'm not sure. But I will click this in a second. I just want to sort my berries out before we get into that. Okay, I've got some of my troops here, so I'm gonna resolve the claim on the battlefield. So where do we need to be? Let's have a look. Wait, the old jam jar? What? I could have swore it was the Black Forest, so why is it there? I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? But either way, it's my territory. Oh god, what's he got to say? I'm not interested. So, does that mean you're going to come in through this sort of direction? I'll have to keep an eye on for the enemy spotted thing. So we may have to move them slightly. But the good thing is, if he's coming for these, as long as we're not in the sort of the yellowy sort of areas, we'll get a little bit of a boost for being in our let me try that again. Being in our own region. Where have they been spotted? Let's have a look. Now the question is, can they cause any kind of chaos just randomly walking through one of our zones? We've got a light infantry, one archer and one retinue. It's not really... Are you sneaking through the forest there? Are you archers by any chance? You're not. He hasn't got a lot of archers. Interesting. Okay, so I've asked everybody to go a specific way. Now I'm going to have to ask them all to come into this area, which is fine. Where is the actual battlefield? Wow, they're nowhere near it. So it's currently there. Weird. Absolutely weird. Let me try and get all my men sort of in this position. I'm hoping they can't do any damage. Possibly they can. But we'll soon find out. Well, everybody seems to just run and scream and go to the church, which makes a little bit of sense. It's a shame the church bell isn't ringing. But are they going to cause damage? So it's not like the bandits. It doesn't appear that they set fire to your town. Which I guess is a good thing. So that's one less thing for me to sort of worry about. And... okay. Where is everybody? Because some of these troops have got a long old distance to walk. But we've already kind of got more here than he's got anyway. So we may be okay. We may be just fine. So do we still need to be in that area? We do. And that is one of my regions. So what happens if I attack them before then? I think it moves, doesn't it? Let's kind of consider this for a moment. So we'll put you as missile alert maybe. Ooh, no, that's probably not going to be a good thing for the first initial troops that come across. But let's... And we'll just do a double retinue behind you as well. Perfect. Archers. I might put the archers just behind them as well. Let's wait for the retinue to... There we are. Then we'll do a row. Can we do that a little bit longer like so? Perfect. And we'll have that shoot at will. And that's you guys. We have this retinue. Just going to drop you there for a second. We've also got these mercs. They can go with them. We may need to pull backwards, but I just want to kind of see what happens if we fight them outside of the area. I mean, I can drop a group of like soldiers in there if needs be. So they've got quite a high effectiveness at the moment. 114. Perfect. Now we know they like to come around and try and get you from the side. So I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to obviously line these troops up, but I'm going to line some up the side as well to try and stop them from kind of coming around the side all the time. We could call this some kind of box maneuver, I suppose, but I feel like it may work, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. Right, already you can see the archers are starting to make a little bit of mincemeat. Oh, is this his retinue? It is. Is there more than one squad here? It doesn't appear so. His archers there haven't started firing. Now, I've still got quite a few people on their way, as you can see. It's quite a distance. But I'm hoping, if I've done this right, so just so you can sort of see, these guys are not being shot yet, but we have a spear militia here with a retinue and then 2 rows of archers right behind. Then I've got a retinue at the side, trying to close off if they try and sneak in. But then I have some light infantry and a retinue also here, ready. And then this light infantry here. And the reason there's nothing else is just because we've not had them yet. So we'll send those forwards. Have we got some arrows coming in at us there as well? We have, yeah. So these guys potentially will put on missile alert because it looks like they're the ones that are getting shot. In fact, have we lost someone already there? Oh no, it's a rock. Okay, so we can sort of see what they're doing. So on the assumption they've not got anyone here, we'll push these chaps forward a little bit. I'm sure you guys should have been over here. And then that retinue as well, just in case. Perfect. So there's 3 squads here, plus them. So we'll push those towards, and we'll push them as well. But then we need to put them on balanced. Otherwise, they're going to get melted quite easily. Now, it looks to me, he may have some of that. I can't remember how many different squads he had. Now, have we got some archers coming in? Who are they shooting at currently? It looks like he's shooting my archers, so missile alert for those. I don't think he's shooting both groups, so we'll be okay for the moment. I'm not really paying attention to this, so if I have lost any, we'll soon find out. A lot of this is just... a lot of our troops are just sort of lingering around, but they are slowly but surely getting hit. It does look like we potentially, yeah, we've lost a couple of troops there. It's more the infantry. We probably don't want to lose too many of those, to be fair. Because when I think about that, I don't know if they regenerate. I don't know if you gain more or not. So, oh look. Wow. I was not paying attention to that. Very, very, very sneaky. Okay, we're going to send you over there. Have I got a save coming up? I think I have. There we are. I knew he potentially had another one. I just didn't know where they'd gone. And as I wasn't paying attention, that's what happens. So hopefully, my archers will move quickly enough. Run! There you go. You guys go for them. In fact, the other archers as well. Where are they? There's a lot of people standing on top of each other here. I think that's the other ones as well. I'll send you for them. Perfect. So is this his last little group here? It looks like it could be. Yes, we'll bring everyone in. We'll absolutely just squish them. I And then that just leaves his archers, which if we've got 2 squads currently on them... Oh no, there it goes. Another one broke, so there must have been another one there. Oh no, it's the ones we were just against. Okay. These guys here, they're never going to make it in time. Now I could just push and leave them all on missile alert. Let's just see. What are you doing there? You're just oh, you can see, look like you were just standing there doing nothing. So we are slowly but surely reducing their numbers. Now I could push forwards. Be careful, the retinue are getting hurt. I don't know how quick is this. Which one of these is their health? Morale, fatigue. Doesn't really say. Oh, there you go. They're running. Now the only thing is I have to be careful of is that we're not actually in the battlefield. So if I just grab this retinue and say, go and stand here, please, guys, then at least we'll have troops in there. It's a status winning anyway. Right, these 2 retinue. Ooh, that retinue has lost quite a few troops. So we'll do push forwards and we'll get them to run, because these are running anyway. If we really push them, hopefully, it's going to get pushed off the map the way we're going. To be fair, it's probably easier just to use the archers. In fact, we may just do that. Come back this way, guys. In fact, you can run. Stop. Was it? Oh, okay, we don't have to worry about that. And these guys, as soon as we have you, we'll just stop you here. In fact, we could probably send you back. Depends what we're going to do next. Are we going to go straight into another fight? We may just do it. Whereabouts are we at the moment? Can I zoom out? It's not letting me zoom out any further. But we have lost some retinue, so we'll probably need to replace them first. The archers are having to think about going over there, so we will have those. Missile alert, shoot at will. You go for them. We have a squad of archers over here as well. So we could... So I can see what they're up to there. You chaps go over there. Same for you. And you as well. We'll send you all over. Okay, you literally are not listening to a word I'm saying. You guys can run. Right, where? Oh, he's gone into the trees. There we go. I can see you. And these archers... Oh, there we go. I don't know why they just stopped. Hopefully. Right, which area are we in here? They do have a corpse bit, so... We have some spare people, at least until harvest, so let's get that done. And the church, we will also just make sure that these bodies are picked up and dealt with as quickly as possible. As you can see, we are now shooting his archers. There they are. I mean, how on earth they're even hitting them at this distance, I don't even know. I mean, it's not only that, it's the trees that are in the way, but they are getting hit, so... I think that was 24 a second ago. Well, it's now 19. And we did have some more archers coming this way, so they're about to get hit from the direction they're walking into as well. Are you within the zone? You are. I'm guessing the moment that these archers break and run, wherever they've gone, we follow the arrows. Oh! What? Is that the archers? Are they running? They are. So what am I missing? If they've broke, why have we not won? Because I have someone within the area. What gives? Do they have to leave the map first? There's not many of them left. Okay, it's a little bit weird. I'm guessing they may have to leave the map. I'll send all these guys over here and, yeah. Now, considering we're here, we could go for Immenruth because we're right next to it. So, we'll see what happens and then see if it allows us to actually attack straight away. I mean, I could probably do it now, thinking about it. Though we did lose a few troops. Well, I'm going to take a guess and see what happens. Let's claim that so you can do two at the same time. Interesting. I have no clue what is going on with the Black Forest. You see, we have a retinue in the air. It says status winning. So something is working there, I guess. But I'm moving my troops ready across. Obviously, some of them are injured and they're probably a little bit tired, to be fair. But I think if we get them here, it depends where they want the battle to take place. This is very wooded, but let's see what happens. And there we go. So the gauntlet has been thrown. So let's see. Where is that? Yup. What? Oh, have I clicked the wrong one? I have. That explains it. Okay, so it is literally on the edge of our area. So I feel like if we get our troops over here, just right on the edge, we should still be in a position to get the bonus. And hopefully our citizens are collecting all the corpses over here. It appears they are. It'll be interesting to see if he has any troops. that's kind of what I'm wondering. Are we in the area here? So it says status losing, but let's see what happens. I've never done this before where we've had two at the same time, but I just wanted to try it out and see what happens. Sometimes these guys are not responding either, which is slightly annoying. Well, I definitely know we have someone there and we are winning apparently. But that then leaves one region as well, obviously, and that was the goal of the episode. So our most forward troops here, one of our retinue from Ye Olde Jamjar, are just about getting to the border of where the battle should take place. So let's see what happens. And most of these guys are in red as well, which is fine by me. So we're now winning. We'll have you stand your ground. So we are within the area. Perfect. We've also got all these guys as well. I'll just drag them all next to it. I'm not going to position them just yet. I don't want to waste my time if I don't need to. But I am really sort of not sure what's happening here. Do I have to wait for the clock to tick down? Respond to the letter, but is there a letter? Am I missing something? Okay, is it because I have not? My claims are non-negotiable. Is this what it is? But I'm wondering if that was for Immenruth. There we go. Right back. I don't think it makes a difference, but we'll do it nonetheless. Let's see what happens. Because there's nothing pending in the bottom corner of the screen now, but it says winning for both of those. Now, 86 days is a long time to have my troops just standing here doing nothing. I could send most of them back because I'm going to need my farmers and things like that. Well, I have no clue what's going on. I've just been sat here watching. I'm tempted, just from the point of view of like a farming, we need to kind of disband some of the units that are over here. I think, excuse me, I think the retinue are fine. But I think the other ones, we need to disband and let them go and do the things that they need to do. Did we build a windmill? I don't believe we did. I think we were going to, but then we got distracted, and number two, we didn't have the logs to do it. So let's see what is a good place for it. We've got 96, 97. I would have thought up on top of a hill. Oh, there we go, 100%. If we can keep 100% in this area, put it right there, that's cool. And we'll stick that on the highest, because then we can start thinking about bread. And obviously for that, we need a communal oven as well. We're probably going to need storage. Now these guys, albeit they're currently working on the farm, maybe we get a burgage plot here nearby. That could be a baker as well. We're currently paying out for our mercenaries as well. I don't know what's going on. It's a little bit weird. As you can see, they are in the process of planting there as well. Do we have enough money? We don't quite yet. Now I could put more vegetable gardens in, but I think we'll be fine because it's a long old time. It's just more about the variety of food, I guess, is the issue here. So as long as we have the food, we're fine. And fuel is also fine as well. Okay, it's awesome. Oh, we have a new message. I wonder what on earth he wants. Right back. The claims are non-negotiable. So if you're not going to fight me, you may as well just give me the territory. Stop wasting both of our time. Okay, we have that field. I've just want to point out earlier, I invested a point into this. Obviously, that's sheep breeding. So I didn't need that to get sheep. I'm well aware of that just before it gets pointed out to me. But It just makes life a little bit cheaper in the long run, and then I can actually trade some out. So at the moment, I'm just asking for 5 lambs. Currently, I can afford 2, so depends on what they're doing. It says imports livestock. I'm assuming that's what they're currently doing. Lambs, obviously, you know, the baby versions are just a little bit cheaper. Where have you sent me to? I'm now lost. Ah, there we are. So yeah, but in the long term, we will just breed our own, and then we'll sell some on just for a little bit of extra cash. And I think that'll work quite nicely for us. It looks like they've actually plowed and done some of these fields as well. We don't need tons of flax, but you see, we got rye now. Look at the difference between that and wheat. How much flax are we going to get next season? It doesn't tell us yet. They have planted it, haven't they? They have. Okay, do I do another flax field? And then, albeit these were just supposed to be 4 flax, do I do a rye field? Actually, do you know what? We'll just go for full flax, and hopefully by the time we harvest next time, we'll have the point there for the plough, which isn't that far off if you look. We just need the extra food sources and some cloth. I guess the animals, wherever they may be right now. Let's see, hunting camp. I thought I did have an extra family in here, but maybe not. So transporting and peddling, okay. Let me put somebody else in there as well. I should say another family, and we may as well work on that. Although when I get sheep, we'll need someone in here too, so that is something I need to bear in mind. We do have the extra sort of burgage plots here. Well, maybe while I think about that, where would I want some more burgage plots? Because I'm thinking of the bakers. Oh no, the bakers. Yes, we don't have the point for that, do we? So I don't need to worry about that. Maybe we put in some burgage plots here. And if we just drop that down a little bit. Because I'm thinking of maybe chickens and some vegetables possibly. Maybe something like that, or maybe we do it like that. Yeah, let's just go for the kind of extra ones. Just gives us a little bit more. That is cool. And considering now we can put the rye pretty much anywhere in this region, that's going to be pretty useful. I am interested to see how the fence up thing works with regards to regenerating the fertility. I don't think it actually works or not. And I'm just looking. I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes, potentially. One of the longest ones I've recorded. It's to do with all this fighting stuff up here. However, you know, in editing it will be reduced vastly. I just thought I'd speed the game up and take a quick look. You can see the bodies from the initial battle have all been dealt with, so that's pretty good. And that means I can free up some people from these. Now, it appears, are they harvesting already? August? They shouldn't be, but aha, they've ploughed the fields that didn't get done last time and planted them. That's fair enough. And these fields are mostly ready now, so I could, while we're sort of waiting, if I remember that I've done early harvest on the ones in this top corner, because it will just give them that little edge. I say that, it's probably going to switch to September momentarily. What happens if I just end conversation? Non-negotiable. Incline. Oh, okay. So we literally just have to wait and wait and wait. Oh, we have our windmill. Wonderful. We'll free these guys up because they were doing the trading stuff. I did say I wasn't going to show you all these bits and pieces that we're doing in between, but you know, may as well. And we'll get the windmills with some people in. It's weird having spare people at this point, to be fair, because usually I have absolutely nobody. And we have 2. We've still got 4 in that one there. So I think these ones will just put in an extra family. These were completely full of traders. And as you can see, money up here is looking quite healthy, so it has helped quite a bit doing that. I have no clue, to be fair, if this is going to be an issue. And I suppose the annoying thing for me, there goes my voice because I've been talking for so long. If I lose the Black Forest, like because of a glitch, because obviously you can see winning, then that's going to be a pain in the backside, and everything I'm doing now will be a waste. I don't know what happens if he takes the area. Does all the buildings disappear? And if I take it back, do I get them back? That'd be kind of interesting to see what happens if that kind of is what turns out to be. Hopefully that isn't what happens, but we shall see. Well, I've never seen that one before. A family is hungry. That is a new one on me, and I'm guessing, in fact, they're retinue, aren't they? Unless there's somebody else in amongst that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What's your... Can we just ignore you? I guess not. Is he just going to keep sending me love letters this whole time and... Just go away. Right, okay. To be fair, I don't know what the hunger thing is. It's a new one on me, but this could be a bad idea, but I'm going to start sending the troops back. I don't think that he's going to send anybody. I'm just going to leave some of the retinue in this area. Museo as well. Who else have we got here? Black Forest. So you can just... Did I not disband you? Oh, you're the retinue. Okay. Iron Vale, which is over here. You can go back. Yeah. This could turn out to be very bad, I suppose. In fact, I can leave the light mercenaries with them. Raystone, your guys can also go back. Yeah, we'll just see what sort of happens. Which retinue is this? Raystone. So, actually, you guys just wait there for a second. This is Ye Olde Jamjar, isn't it? So we'll send their retinue there first. Lookfeld, you haven't got far to walk. In fact, they could probably stay within the zone, couldn't they? So we'll leave you guys there. And the Iville, did we do those? I can't remember. We'll soon find it. The Black Forest retinue can stay. Okay, we'll start sending these home bit by bit, and we'll send them a Museo ones home too. I don't know if anyone will die. I've never seen that message before. When I zoom in, it appears to be a retinue, and I thought retinue was separate, but I don't know. We'll soon find it. Well, they can freeze. There is that, I suppose. Okay, I have troops in both of the areas. It still says winning, and we have another message. Oh, dear me. I'm not going to withdraw my claims at all, so just accept it. This claiming thing is barely moving, though, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm just going to carry on as normal and see what happens, because we're at 30 days and 40 days, so it's not too far now. And I just noticed we have a lamb, and the lambs have names, and that is pretty cool. The only thing is I don't have anyone working here, so let's get that done straight away. We have some more burgage plots here that are now built, so where are we looking for that? So we still need the level 3s, but obviously some level 2s as well, so they're level 1s. What we could do, is that a quick save? Maybe. Yes, it is. So while we're here, we'll expand the living space. And then we'll upgrade some of these to level 2. That is level 2 as well. What about these ones? Did we do them? We did. Oh. Oh. You sneaky so-and-so. I have literally just sent everyone back, and you've got people coming up through Lookfeld. Where would you be going? And are these... It is his army. Right, okay. Infantry, archers, retinue, and just some general soldiers. Now, that is really interesting, because this is the direction they came from the first time. And I've sent everyone home. I think that's a good point to end this episode. I'll see you in the next one, where we will most certainly conclude this one. Take care.